Your grief will change you 100%. Of that I can guarantee. My name is Sharon Brubaker and I'm a grief specialist. And I work with grievers. But here's the one thing I want you to know more than anything, is that I am a griever. On the day when Austin drowned, my 10-year-old nephew, and I was walking up to the stairs to tell my sister that we had in fact found his little body, I thought this thought: I don't know how to grieve. I don't think I've ever used the word grief. And so I went out on a mission to find out everything I could about grief and loss. And you know what I was finding? I was finding misinformation, things that didn't even make sense. Like, for example, the 5 stages of grief. I have studied out the 5 stages of grief for so long. And here's the thing I want to leave you with this. If the 5 stages of grief are helping you, by all means lean into them. But if they're not, and if you're like me and they are confusing, know that it was just a theory that was thrown out there. We have gathered so much more information on grief and loss over the last few years. I wish that I had a book just like this when my loss occurred. I've put together for you, the griever, the ebook that I've titled My First Month Without You. Why did I title it that? Because the first month after your loss, the fog starts to dissipate. Your friends and family start to leave. And you are left, my friend, with this unbearable pain. Almost like you don't know how you're going to make it through the next day. One of the tips that I put in this ebook for you is don't beat yourself up over your feelings. Allow your feelings to be here. Just sit in them for as long as you can. The only way out of this grief is through the grief, my friend. I can't even tell you how many times I've told grievers, just be with the pain today. It's okay. If you can let it in for 1 minute, it will be okay. Maybe it's sadness. Maybe it's anger. Maybe it's frustration. Maybe it's isolation or loneliness. I don't know what it is for you, but I know for me that I wish I had someone to tell me, Sharon, it's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And I guarantee you, friend, you will be forever changed. You will never be the person that you were before your loss occurred, but you're going to figure this out. I want this book to give you hope, that there is another side to the grief. Will your life be perfect? No, because what has happened to you is not okay. Losing your person will never be okay. But can you live on the other side of this pain? 100%. If you do the work. You gotta do the work. And what is that work? I don't put that in here. What I put in here is what you're gonna need as the griever. How am I gonna get up today? What do I do today? Another tip, give yourself some time to grieve. Remember that everybody grieves differently. So even in your own household, you're gonna find different grievers in there. Your husband is not gonna grieve the way you're grieving. Your child is not gonna grieve the way his sister's grieving. Give everybody space to grieve the way they're going to grieve. Don't focus on other people's grieving experience. That's theirs. Focus on your own. Focus on the time that it will take you to grieve instead of focusing on them. Talk. Grievers need to talk. They are dying to talk and hear themselves say the thing out loud. Austin drowned. My nephew died. It was so hard for me to say that at first. I don't know what it's going to be like for you, but I know that you will find some peace in your heart. If anything that I'm saying to you is resonating with you, type the word ebook below because I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.